This is Wood County, West Virginia, ground zero for the current summer-fall 2025 EHD outbreak in the mountains of West Virginia. We will be joining biologist and tracker Shon Butler, YouTube creator and hunter Chris Ashley, and photojournalism student Anders Sailing as they hit several local properties and sample the destruction.
Today kind of finds us over in Wood County, West Virginia, and if you've been on our Facebook page and a little bit here on our YouTube, we've been talking about the EHD that's been hitting this area pretty hard. Washington and Athens County, Ohio. We don't want to use the words decimated. There's been some drainages over there that have been hit really hard with high kill rates, 80% or more. Now it's across the river here. We're just across the Ohio River in West Virginia, and we have reports of EHD over here, pretty high counts. So we're hanging out today with our good friend Chris Ashley from Passion for the Wild and Wonderful. Chris invited us over to do some drone surveys on his properties. He has permission to hunt. We're going to be looking for dead deer. We're going to be looking for live deer to kind of see what's there. We're hoping the deer will start moving. We're getting close to 4 in the evening. And we're going to give Chris some time here, see if we can come up with a mortality rate for these properties. Wood County, West Virginia has right near 45 to 50 deer per square mile. So we could probably go on a conservative and say 45, and that's what we'll use as our base rate to figure out our mortality rate. But there's some areas over here the news isn't very good, and EHD it's one of those diseases when it hits in your area, it's very disheartening. You get a very high kill off the white-tailed deer. So hopefully we can educate you a little bit on this and go out here and learn some stuff about this area and try to help Chris out, figure out some things about his hunting properties. So we'll just see what we can do. Okay, we're in Wood County, West Virginia, Mineral Wells area with my good buddy Chris Ashley from Passion for the Wild and Wonderful. And on the way here, we were explaining to everybody how EHD is affecting the area.
Sure.
It really got a foothold in Athens and Washington County, Ohio. Now we're across the river, and you're seeing some results from it here.
Yep.
And we're going to do some surveys. We're going to fly property, try to get some counts on how many dead deer we can find to the best of our abilities. We have a drone. We're going to try to knock it out with the drone as much as possible, but if we have to, we'll get a location dog out and go do some locating. A lot of misconceptions out there about EHD. It doesn't wipe out your herd. It does knock it back.
Right.
Last year, we had bad outbreaks in Mon County and Marion County, West Virginia. And this year, we're getting reports from our hunters in that area that they're seeing bigger bucks. And, just the biggest bucks they've ever seen because, well, now the population's back under carrying capacity and such.
I think lower stress as well, too.
Yes.
I think there's a combination there.
One of the questions we got last night, which was a very good question, when you read about the EHD and the midge that transmits it, the midge has to bite a infected deer to carry EHD. So the question came to me was, well, how does that work? If there's no EHD in your area, what's it bite first? What came first, chicken or the egg type question? That, the life cycle of the midge, and what I did is I looked west and southwest of here. And last year you had huge outbreaks in Indiana, Kentucky, and a few places in southern Ohio along the Ohio River. So those midges came from somewhere to there, and went through a breeding cycle, hatched. They were already infected. They bit more deer and bit more deer and more deer until it cascaded. And then those midges, you know, in the evening time, they get up and they get caught sometimes in like heavy winds, 40, 50 mile per hour storm fronts, and it blows them. And then they came here, and last year we were in a drought condition here. Water was lowered.
Yes.
And they bred proficiently with that EHD virus in them and went dormant, and then hatched this year with EHD. Bit the local deer and caused the death. So that's how it gets started. A lot of people think they just hatch and bite deer and they die. And if they are no infected midges in your area, you can have a bad drought and not have EHD. So.
Yeah, and we actually have had EHD here before.
Yes.
You know, I mentioned it to you guys here. It's been a few years. You know, we had, I know, a bachelor group of bucks near our area that 2 or 3 of those, I found them dead in the creek.
Yeah.
You know, as I mentioned on this property here, we had a floater that was a buck here as well. So, I mean, even then, as we mentioned, EHD was present in this area. So here's the thought for me. You know, one, you know, what's the deer that typically have the shortest lifespan? It's bucks. But what's the deer that typically have the longest lifespan? Is the does.
Right.
So to me, it could have easily been too, if this has been within 3-4 years of having EHD, there could be does that are also immune, that is a carrier, and all it takes is the midge to go ahead and bite that doe that's an infected deer.
Right.
If the midge population is extremely high, next thing you know, you've got, you know, rapid spread of it all over. So, I mean, like I said, it's not abnormal for us to have had it here, or uncommon. It's rare, yes, but we have had it here before.
Right.
But it is with violence.
Yeah.
This year.
And the further you get in between those outbreaks, the harder it is on the deer herd, because, like, as you said, there's less immunity.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we're seeing this year, and we're going to launch here and take a flight and get out here and see if we can find any deer. Let's go up to about 200 feet. I think that'll clear most everything right here, right now. Heat on her. Look how far up she is there.
I saw 76.4.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty good heat. We're 227 feet directly above her. So, let's just get a zoom in. Okay. I'm going to go back to IR for a second.
And again, I don't know if this is an example or not, but, you know, we talk about with EHD, deer going to water. You know, to me, again, this might not be a creek, but a perfect example of a water tub.
Right.
That deer could have been going to that water.
I think she probably was. She probably came up there and bedded. It's probably, like you said, it's probably a water source that she was used to.
Yep.
So right there's the first find with the drone. Right in this corner.
Maybe right in there. Was that right?
Yeah.
I see it there now.
I think.
Right in that shade.
It's right down in.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And see how that would hide.
Yeah.
Lots of insects right there. Right there.
There she is.
And it is a fawn. So, you know, the people that are telling you it just kills older deer, it doesn't.
Yeah, you can see the spots.
And that's a
for
fresh,
sure.
that's probably dead 48 hours maybe.
It's starting to swell up, it looks like.
Yeah. You got the flies. Get some video here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we said. It's not selective. I've been finding bucks, does, and fawns.
Right. So, let's just see what... Yeah, what do you want to do next? You just want to take a walk out here?
Well, we could either walk, or with the side-by-side, I could drive us up over to that patch of woods.
Okay.
The search crew decided to hit the ground and use the location dog. The drone, while a useful tool, cannot see through foliage during this time of year.
I will never say I've seen it all in the woods yet.
It's strong. Smell it?
Yes, she smells it.
And that's the thing is I assume it's her, but many of the boys, when we were here the other day, smelled it, and I said, guys, there could easily be one in this tall grass, and I don't know
All
it.
right. I'm just gonna zig her through there. Jess,
Sure.
Here.
But you can tell just with the wind change, see it's gone now.
Mm-hmm. On these also, Anders, as I look at deer trails or trails where they should be crossing creeks.
Yeah.
Just to get an idea of the sign. There's a few deer tracks here. So there's some survivors. Some pretty good tracks.
See, that's what's throwing me off though, is again, she's down here, and I can see her way down there, but that scent was strong
Right
up there.
in here. So did you look in this little hollow?
No. And again, you see here, she's almost completely untouched.
Yeah.
Probably a 4.5-year-old doe, maybe 5.5. Just looking at her.
Again, good body size doe.
Yeah.
Not a young, immature one. When I say immature, but you know. And I never checked to see if she's nursing.
It looks like she probably was. No. Hey.
But again, pretty good sized body doe.
Get out of it. Jess. Jesse.
So Sean's got his little mini drone up. What he's doing right now, you can see here, is flying it around. He's trying to go ahead and just check out this watering hole here, this pond, see if we got any kind of floaters and stuff, see what kind of activity. Yeah, that fawn ran off. Now this one looks like maybe it could have been last year's fawn.
Jeez.
I don't see spots.
Yeah, stay out there. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're going to go find the live one. Don't do that. That is last year's. I can tell by the hawk size. But, man, you all got some little deer around here. I'd just say that'll change over the next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is, you know, some people are like, look, they'll never rebound for the rest of our lives. Then they obviously, in my opinion, haven't been listening to some of the people that have had it before and said, in 3 to 5 years, we had some of the biggest, best bucks that we've ever had in our lives. Now, I think that's also if EHD doesn't cycle again in that 3 to 5 years, but you're cutting down on competition, lowering the stress for the bucks, dropping all the numbers.
Yeah. So it's a bad thing. The good thing is it's not a chronic disease like CWD. And that's for another day. But this will soon quickly pass. But it's devastating and shocking.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you're just walking through the woods and
smell and then deer and then smell and then deer.
Yeah. So this was a yearling, probably 18 months old. Not born this spring, but born spring before. And
and I wouldn't be surprised, right or wrong. I would question if
it's a female.
And they'll still tend to stay with the doe. That I would say, mom's dead over here.
And that fawn's hanging out.
Doe from last year, fawn from this year.
That just took off on us.
Yeah, that just ran away.
So.
Have you guys ran into any deer that have been like zombified effectively?
I haven't to myself yet. I've seen the videos zombied.
Walt Allen, one of our trackers, has. And his buddies have been running into him like crazy. Like that video I put up at Vito Lake.
Yeah.
His buddy was fishing that morning and was like, here's a fawn. And everybody's saying, oh, they're just getting a drink. No, those deer were dead by evening.
And I know a friend that I ran into this morning that talked about where we might go. He had a buck that he was showing me pictures of. You could tell it was perspiring heavily. It was soaked, and was walking along the creek. And I said, well, you never know, they're obviously going to go to water. And he goes, yeah, it just kept going back and forth. I said, okay.
Yeah.
That one seems disoriented, which is another tendency of those with EHD, sometimes doing circles, or like you were just asking about, just plain,
Yeah.
I'm just out of it.
Right.
Right here's your creek.
Yep. Come here.
Those all maggots.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on.
Hear them. I'm gonna.
Well, I don't think that's what you're hearing up there is what you're hearing, but
Come here, Jess.
that's what the one I was telling you about. You'll get the you'll get the smell and you'll get the view. You want me to keep her back?
Yeah, she probably shouldn't be chewing on that one. We got to ride home with her.
So again, this is an example though that Shon's been saying that once you get a deer that's engulfed, I'll say, or has a level of maggots, they're generating a level of heat, you said, that's even higher than a living deer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Correct me, is it like 103, 104, 102?
Well, a living deer is 103, 104.
And it's just above it then?
It's just above it. I've seen 106 temperatures off of them. So, yeah.
Shon received a call from a local landowner, and the crew decided to head over and see what the situation was on a different watershed.
Stay with me. She thinks she's something now. She passed a test. Let's find this one. Oh, yeah.
I'd say she died a hard death from the looks of things.
Yeah. Okay, here.
There's
Oh.
two right there in that creek right there now laying there.
And I actually, a little bit ago, smelled one at my house when me and the boys were up at the house.
They're,
I'm up right before you go across the low water bridge like you're going up on Bogle.
yeah. Yeah, my nephew lives across the road from you.
Yeah,
Rex.
yeah, Rex.
They're behind her house.
Mr. Boyce informed the crew of 17 deer that died from EHD during the interview. The crew observed 3 while on the ground. This 1.5-year-old doe had died in the creek, which is what a great majority of EHD deer do. You can see the clearly defined struggle ring in the creek gravel. This ring is clearly visible from the drone view above.
Altitude.
Okay, let's just fly out this way. He doesn't shoot down drones, does he?
Mm-mm.
He did. Big river bend turn. Stands off to this. Don't let me duck hunt there. He laughed. Doesn't everybody hate the dang geese?
We got a hot spot here that we're trying to see now. That might be a deer.
Oh, it might
What's
be,
that?
It might be a dead deer.
That's the one maybe we were trying to find. There it is.
There's a live one moving right beside of it.
Yeah, there comes the other one next to it. Can you show thermal again, just for comparison? also been enough to decay around it, it looks like, where it's either kicked or it's...
Yep. So that's some more of that, you know, ring that we talk about, struggle ring. That looks like a yearling.
It acts like it's trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? Like it's no longer just feeding. It's walking around.
Yeah. Yeah.
There.
That's a buck. There's the antlers. Right under the... See it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not a bad buck.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Looks like every shed is velvet, but that's a buck.
Are you... You're not able to pin that or anything, are you?
I can pin it. Here you go. Watch this. You want to see a trick?
Yeah.
Boom, it's pinned. Now, come over here.
Send it to me.
Or
to yourself.
I'll even do better than that.
Yeah, I didn't make it all the way to the willows. Watch for my cut in. There it is.
Oh. Right in front of us?
Literally.
Yep.
Oh.
Boy, that's a strong one. And this is what we've been talking about, the smell of death everywhere we go.
Yeah, he's definitely out.
Is that the one we saw?
It is. It was just misleading.
Yeah. But this is a buck. Got a little bit of a forkhorn. Probably just 2 or 3 days, maybe 2 days.
Enough to blow it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But everywhere you go around here, like, you'll see people on Facebook or other social media saying, it just smells like death. And it does. And especially when you get in this sinking air at night, down here in these bottoms along the river, it just smells like death.
Yes.
What is the takeaway from this day spent surveying the mineral wells area of Wood County, West Virginia for EHD mortality? 1. The mortality rate is higher than the West Virginia DNR is reporting. Just in the 3 watersheds surveyed, the estimated mortality rate is 65 to 80%. 2. With that said, the sky is not falling. With no further occurrences of EHD, the white-tailed deer herd should bounce back in 5 to 7 years with a stronger and healthier herd. 3. Social media is a blessing and a curse. It can inform us of what is going on, but can also provide a sounding board for conspiracy theorists. 4. EHD is affecting all age classes of white-tailed deer, from the fawns to the oldest mature deer. 5. The infected deer generally go to water sources to die. 6. The thermal drone does pick up dead deer in all stages of decay. For your deer management, biology, and wounded game recovery needs, reach out to the professionals at the Longspur Tracking Group. Contact information is in the comments. Thank you for watching.